guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna do my first ever recorded tier list. And it's gonna be on Dinosaur Mobile. Now I will say there is no F tier dinosaurs. Every dinosaur is viable in one way or another. So I will not include Game Pass because literally I'm gonna be here. Oh, right. They're just way too overpowered, but I will unlock group dinos because they're not too particularly strong. But starting off with the worst dinosaur, we have Onphalestes in D tier. So we will remove the F tier because I would say every dinosaur is viable in one way or another. You might be wondering, how is he even viable? He's small, which means he has a small hitbox. And because he's literally like the tiniest dinosaur, or the tiniest thing on Earth, except for Dimorphodon and Raptor, he's hard to see. He's decently fast, but can barely do anything. Next up, we have Dimorphodon himself. He goes into D tier as well. But the reason why he doesn't go to F is because he can fly. He's small, so he's hard to hit, and next up we have Raptor. Basically same reasons. Next up we have Albertosaurus. Allosaurus is not really that hard to see, because he's kind of rumbling dismissive Pteranodon. Isn't too good, but isn't too bad. He's kind of in I'd say he's there. No. Allosaurus goes above Caterpie and Pseudophysis being after Dimetrodon. And Raptor, because he can do quite a bit of damage. It's decently fast, and is his best trait regular people. And Caterpie is fast to do actually surprisingly high damage. And I think that not even an Allosaurus can KO a Caterpie. So it takes like a death or something to KO him. So yeah, gotta give him credit. He can take on Triceratops because of his speed and because of his decent health. The next up with these parts is here. No, we're in the C tier. And first up, we have the Allosaurus. But first up, we have Pteranodon. Pteranodon is pretty fast, probably almost as fast as Raptor, being the fastest and most agile creature in the skies, being able to do a decent amount of damage. He isn't too bad. He's kind of just like a bit of a Sparsus. Now next up we have Raptor, who is the first creature who can pounce, but doesn't have too much health. When it KO'd most creatures, it can even do lethal damage to itself, bringing it down to orange health in one hit of itself. So imagine a hair's damage to it. Oh Jesus! But being a scout, he only ranks at low C tier. So next up we have Mossera, who can barely fight. And actually put him in high D tier. No, put him in C tier. He's kind of okay C tier. Because he's a food source all to himself. And if you manage to get a big group of these guys, then you probably can take out Pteranodon. Next up, let's see here we have Triceratops. No. Next up in C tier, we have Aloe Verasaurus. Now the strongest one is the same spot, but they're basically the same creature. They're both basically the starter predators. But if you were to start off as a predator, I would say probably Shiplo. But then he leaves up an Aloe. Aloe, which are two very good creatures. Aloe and Aloe are Aloe's in the sky and Aloe is in second for the best predators of the Carnotaurus, in my opinion. Aloe is fast. So next up, we have Camarosaurus. Isn't too good because I thought he would be like attacker or something. Like nothing I could be attacker, but no, he's a scout. He could do really nothing. And it's in for C tier. Yeah, I'll be for C tier. Next up, we have B tier. And starting it off, we have Pteranodon. Pteranodon is quite tanky. It do decent damage, but the reason why I say attacker is better than tank, even though tank has a better stats, is that the tanks don't have good speed. And speed can be good on coordinate. And this is the Pteranodon is trying to run from an Aloe, which is something that can probably kill it. He's having no chance of escape. So yeah. Next up in B tier we have Albertosaurus. Also in D tier we have Allosaurus. And then in C tier we have Tephrosaurus. But in B tier we have Albertosaurus. Because he's the first sauropod you get. And surprisingly powerful. So the sauropods are, and because he's a confident and not a tank, he can still do a bit of damage. But it's with a might be able to run away from stuff. Next up in B tier is Albertosaurus as well. Really for the same reasons. Basically the same. Now we have Camarosaurus. Now I did originally having him in A tier, but now it's if that would be a scavenge. His combat ability, but even in pursuit he could do his speed is usually high, attack is medium, and health is low. He's basically Raptor, but like 3 times better. He still has the same flexibility. Next up we have Carnotaurus, who is now another upgrade from Herrera, but losing the points. He's probably the fastest carnivore, but he might even be the fastest creature. I'm pretty sure he's the fastest creature on land. His attack is medium. It's kind of medium. And he can take on an Aloe. But an Aloe would probably win and a power would kill him. Next up we have Lefornax and Icaria and Albertosaurus. Let's start off with Lefornax. Lefornax is a pursuit. So speed is high. Icaria is the worst of the fray. Being a cruiser, so he's all even. So he can't do kind of mediocre. He's kind of okay maybe here. Lefornax in video. He is a pursuit, so he is able to destroy his prey. And is able to do some damage. So basically it's kind of like a staircase. Low, medium, high. Then Albertosaurus is on high B tier because he is great strength. It's surprisingly fast. Isn't too fast, but it's kind of really crispy. He is alright, probably the best creature of the year. Except for two creatures. Styracosaurus and Pteranodon. Styracosaurus can kill a Lefornax. This is counting a huge thing to kill one. Or another snacker or anything other tribe. Even though he's going a bit extreme. Like he could have lived to good day. He could have lived to good Cretaceous. Like imagine that for the mobiles in real life. If Styracosaurus in a herd would be invincible. But the Pteranodon goes a bit lower. He is pretty good at that. He is the fastest of Triceratops and Pteranodon. But he can't throw the prey up in the air. He can't really attack her up in the air. And that's kind of done. But below Pteranodon, we have Lefornax. And Lefornax sees him with going seed. Well, the reason why he's in B tier is he's so big and tanky with it. Not really too tanky, basically not a tank. But he's a convict, which means he can attack. Now, if a boar pelter to a monster are all in this team. Because they can't run from and kill them, but they can probably kill that thing now, unlike Camarosaurus. And also we have Hatchacosaurus. We look fast. Then the second best. Being the second best, B tier. Because of his long range attack, he can attack sauropods from a distance, which is pretty good. Moving on to A tier, we have Allosaurus, Albertosaurus, and Camarosaurus. As a Tyrannosaurus, basically all up for us and carnivores that have a big. Allosaurus is the shorter. They were higher and low than higher and low than. Because his speed is amazing. He's even faster than Raptor. Well, there's not many things that can make that. I think he's on speed with Carnotaurus. He could do quite a bit of attack. Casting about 3. He's able to hit things that are in the air. An advantage. Albertosaurus has the most health of carnivores. And can do decent damage and basically decent cover. So, except for Camarosaurus, who keeps the speed, from also decreasing a bit, but has a longer range of attack because of his big size. He's a bit bulky. He goes back to the cruiser, but he's still decently fast. And can do quite a bit of damage. And because of being a cruiser, you'd know that he does better effects. Finishing Tyrannus is definitely the best carnivore tonight. Not a great. He can do loads of damage. And if he continues to attack while he was dead, it's like these two just kill him. So they're going to get him. They're into like, the trike down to like orange or something like that. Then if he continues to attack while he's dead, the trike doesn't get out of there fast. And run away from the body fast. He's probably gonna die. Next up we have a Wafflocephalus. One of Triceratops. Wafflocephalus ranks just like a 1 power point lower. Because again, he cannot run. If he attacks from the front, he has to be vigilant. If someone attacks him from the back, he's probably looking at the front. He can only look in one direction, which makes him vulnerable. But he can't tank a few hits. But he's still in a very high A tier. Now we have Camarosaurus, who is absolutely amazing. My standards. He do loads of damage. He's a tank, and it's just all out amazing. But on low A tier, we have Allosaurus, a fast dinosaur that can kill an aloe, which aloe is an A tier, so if something can kill an aloe, he's probably going in the A tier. And unlike his Tyrannosaurus or Lefornax relatives, he has his attack stuns and does quite a lot of damage. Being a cruiser, he's not as fast. But if you find a herd of 7, I think those can kill the Luching Giraffe. Because I think 3 of them can kill the Das. So that means that probably like another 2 probably could kill a Canley. And then add on like 3 more and you're definitely killing a Zuching. Alright, Zuching and a Canley. See where he gets the first hit is mystical winning. So yeah. Also, Triceratops is in a high A tier because he does way too much damage. At first I used to think he was overpowered, but then I realized over time that he's not too overpowered. Because I think a Zuching might be able to kill him. I don't really know. But still, great dino. Wait, back in B tier, we have Proteus and Albertosaurus. So I forgot to do those. Now we're on to the S tier, who only contains 3 dinosaurs in my opinion. All are herbivores. Titan, Stegosaurus, and Triceratops. Those are the only 3 dinosaurs that go in the S. Let's start off with Stegosaurus. Remember Wafflocephalus back in high A tier? Yeah, Stegosaurus is that, but way better. He can hit higher. He's faster. You can't tank as many hits, but you can still take some hits. So yeah, he's basically a better Wafflocephalus. Next up we have Triceratops, who just for the record is amazing. He's hard. A stego and a trike. The trike will move. A stego, like the stego probably will win, but there is a chance if the trike gets a surprise on the front, then that could be the end for stego. Next up, we have Titan. This guy is overpowered. He has health. He doesn't have speed, but he can kill a T-Rex 1v1. So I don't think he really needs his speed. And he has loads of attack. Like, say if I do a private, I'm probably gonna do a private server. I'm not allowing the Raptor Titan because the Raptor Titan is overpowered. Absolutely overpowered. Good. That's the end for this tier list. Bye-bye.